Hey guys, got another review for you. Another one of my flashlights. This one here is a little different than any other flashlight you'll see on the market. As far as I know, this company, Nextorch, they do something very unique that I'm going to talk about that I don't know any other company comes with. Excuse me. So I had to buy at least one. I think I bought it for around 30 bucks, local sporting goods store. And it was just unique. Flashlights you find, they'll have their high and lows, and some of them will have their SOSs. But what about if you don't want all that? What about if you want a flashlight that just has a plain high? Or maybe a high and low? Or let's say, you just want it high and low, and hey, it's time to go camping, and I want to bring my flashlight. Well, I would like to have something with maybe a distress call or emergency beacon or whatever. Well, you can still bring this light because that's what's special about it. This is the Nextorch AA model. Bring it in focus here. Go ahead and give you guys a good look. It's a little dirty in there because I use it. It's also been scratched right here because it's not the most durable thing. But, here, maybe I can show it to you. But it's definitely unique in what it does. Right there on the very tip of my fingertip, you'll see some scratches because I've dropped it. So it scratches up, but it still worked fine. Landed on a rock and rolled down into a mud puddle. And this here, I don't know if you call it the bezel or not, but it's a little piece on the very end. It's a little loose. See how I can turn it? So that's one of the negatives. It's got an orange peel reflector in there. It's got a Cree XP-E R3 LED. It's fully black. It's a little shiny. It says Nextorch on the back. And by the way, this is glow in the dark. So if you dropped it and some light was already shining on it, you'd be able to find it if it got turned off for some reason. That's the Nextorch AA model. The design feels good in the hand. I mean, it's not real big, and you can hold it. It's really lightweight. As you can see, it's about 4.5 inches long. The width is about 1 inch. Go ahead and take it apart. You unscrew the back part here. You don't have a spring in the back. You kind of do, but it's not your traditional spring. One AA battery. And if you use the lithiums, it lasts a pretty good amount of time, and it all depends on the usage. And if you use lithium, it makes it even lighter. Now, see how thick this frame is? It's not. It's your average thickness for a frame. There we go. That's what you see inside there. Unlike the Rayovac Indestructible I got, which is really thick and heavy duty because it's meant to be a work light. My battery's dying, so I'm going to have to hurry this up. But you got a thin little rubber bushing in the back. But like I said, I had dropped it in a puddle of water, and it never died or anything. It wasn't there long, but still. And you screw on the back. Now here's what's so special about the Nextorch. See this right here? You can actually unscrew the top and plug in a USB cable to program this however you desire. You can make it your dimness, your high is, as bright as you want up to the maximum, or, a medium or a low or anything between. There's a slider bar. It's a program that comes with this. And you load up the program inside your computer, and you can slide the bars up and down however you want and select the dimness. You can select various rates of how fast they strobe, whether they strobe slowly on and slowly off, or whatever. There's also pre-programmed settings that you can go ahead and download to your computer and program them directly into your flashlight. There's like camping settings or survival settings or just a plain high and low, or else you can do anything you want, customize it. It rolls a little bit, but the design still feels good. It gives you some good grip texture. That's the high, that's the low. That's a strobe I have programmed. That's an SOS. And that's back to high. That's the 4 settings I have right now, because I like to bring this as my backup hunting light. It's not my primary, but just because it has various things. We're looking at 70 lumens on high for 120 minutes. So that's your maximum high output range. I don't want to go into what the low would be, because again, you can adjust your low lumens, whether it's practically off or if it's just under being maximum, or whatever. You can actually program this flashlight to be whatever you want. So you can have this light as just an off and on, or you can, I forget how many settings you can actually put into it. I believe you can put up to 6 or 7 different settings at one time into it. So you can have this as being your all-around light, or you can, like I said, it's the universal light. I mean, you can have it set however you want. So it doesn't really go into how much it is for low. The weight on this is about, well, from what I see on the website, it says 56 grams. Which, I mean, it is. It's really lightweight. You can throw this in your shirt pocket and you wouldn't even realize you have it there. Depending on what battery you have in here at. Because the alkaline batteries don't last as long, but they're also a little heavier. You get the lithiums and you don't have to worry about it. You have your off and on toggle switch here on the back. It's a little loud, but it's not a tactical flashlight. This is going to be your everything flashlight. I like it. I keep this light by my nightstand at night. This is going to be the night light that I'm going to use if I have to get up in the middle of the night to go see something. And as you can see, when you toggle it to hit just a little bit, you can change the modes without having to turn it off and on. Excuse me, I'm getting indigestion here. That's the Nextorch AA. I'll go ahead and do a quick comparison on the beams. But it does have an orange peel, so it's not going to be a perfectly straight, narrow beam. It's going to be a little floody. Overall, it's a good value for 30 bucks. Okay, this is the beam comparison for the Nextorch AA. Let me go ahead and show you quickly what it looks like. That's the strobe. Whoa. That's the SOS. That's the beam on high. Again, 70 lumens. It's decent quality. It's a good quality, but it's decent light to use for everyday tasks. And this is my Norton light that I try to compare stuff to. You guys, it's 150 lumens. As you can see, the Norton's a little bit more focused, a little bit more brighter. But the Norton only has one setting, off and on. And this is the Nextorch. It's a good light for the money, as you can see. That's what I have it set for low. But since it is reprogrammable, it's up to you. That's my strobe. And again, you can get the strobe off and on as fast as you would like. Or as slow as you like. Kind of like the SOS. Now I am in my basement, and I'm about 20 feet away from my wall, but that's the comparisons. You guys have a good day. See ya.